And so here is the paper 1A answer. Okay, so you just can move forward to the questions you want. I'll explain one by one. The first, okay, is the following molecule has the greatest number of lone pair electrons. So here we draw each one of them. This one, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So there are 8 lone pairs. The beryllium chloride, okay, beryllium chloride is like this. So only 6. The chlorine, again 6. And C2Cl2, C2Cl2. So same. So the answer will be A. Next, which of following liquid deflect towards the charged rod? That means this is polar molecule. The question asks which of them is the polar molecule. So of course, hexane, no. Ethanol, yes. And hydrochloric acid because it contains water, so sure. So the answer is C. Third, which of the molecule is the octet rule not applicable? Okay, so that means they don't have 8 outermost shell electrons. So CS2 looks like CO2. This one is H2O. So both of them are fulfilled. And this one PCl3, ClCl. So again, fulfill, yes. Finally, SO2. So sorry for that, it's not obey octet rule. Next one is the not aliphatic hydrocarbons. So this involves 2 terms. First, which of them is not hydrocarbon? So this one, well, sure is the answer because it contains oxygen, so surely not hydrocarbon. Next one, aliphatic. Aliphatic means without benzene ring or without aromatic. So this one will be included. So the answer for question 4 is C. Question 5. Okay, first, 1 mole of hydrocarbon requires 6 mole of oxygen. So here, A, B, C, D, all of them are C6. That means we need 6 oxygen, right? And if you need 3 more moles of oxygen, that means, yeah, here shows, okay? That means you got 6 oxygen atom, or you can say we need 12 hydrogen for the formation of water. So the answer should be C. Question 6. Common used in making drainage pipe. Okay, drainage pipe is we need should be hard and should be stand for acid and alkaline. Okay, because you have no idea what sewage you got going to put in. So the polyester, no. Okay, the polyester won't be the choice because they may undergo acidic or alkaline hydrolysis. Okay, so no. Okay, remain A and C. Now A will be better because A is polar. That means strength will be greater than C. Okay. Question 7. Which of the following statement is correct? Okay. First, all these 2 molecules are non-polar. Easy to understand, right? So they are insoluble in water. Good. Second, they can decolorize acidified potassium permanganate. Seems not. Okay, seems not. Finally, let's check if they have the same empirical formula. Well, the answer is yes. because all you can see is each carbon contain or connect to one hydrogen only. So the C to H ratio should be 1 to 1 in both cases. Okay, so the answer should be 1 and 3. So this is B. Next one, do not involve oxidation or reduction. Well, A is not our answer because alcohol to carboxylic acid, this is oxidation. The second one, involve zinc iron to zinc, so sure this is redox reaction. The third one, bring burning spin to hydrogen gas. Well, H2 become H2O, again this is oxidation. And finally, marble status by acid rain is calcium carbonate to calcium ion. This is not a redox reaction, just common acid and base reaction. So the answer is D. Next one, question 9, have the highest oxidation number. So let's see each of them. Okay. Well, for the first of them is pH. Okay, so P I have no idea. H, each of them belongs to positive 1. Okay, and the oxygen is -2 equal to 0. Okay, so the P's oxidation number will be -1. Okay, the second one easy, is -3. The third one again easy, is +3. And finally K. Okay, this one is +1 times 2. That means this is -3 for P. So the answer for the highest should be C. Okay. Question 10. So first of all, we mark down the flow of electron. Okay, so okay, this one it should be correct. So hydrogen gas form, no, because the silver ion may approach, okay, instead of hydrogen ion. So silver metal will form instead of hydrogen gas. The second one, concentration of magnesium decrease, no, because magnesium metal give out magnesium ion. Okay. C, displacement reaction occurs, no, because the silver ion cannot approach to the porous part. Okay. If there is a displacement undergoes, then it will affect the chemical cells operation. Finally, silver nitrate turn to the magnesium nitrate, yes, because silver ion concentration decrease and magnesium ion increase. So finally, all the silver nitrate theoretically will turn into magnesium nitrate. So the answer is D. Well, next one. Well, this is complicated. So again, we first draw the electron flow like this. Very good. Okay, which one will not give colorless bubble? So let's see. One will not give because the copper 2 ion will approach to form copper metal. Okay. How about 2? 2 correct because the hydroxide ion will undergo lost electron. This is oxidation. Then rock 3, the silver ion will not go, only hydrogen ion will go. So yes, they will give out hydrogen gas. And finally, again, hydroxide ion will lose the electron to form O2. Okay, so we will not give colorless bubble. Okay, will be A. 12, zinc carbon cell is correct. Zinc become thinner, use correct. The voltage remain unchanged when used, no. Zinc carbon cell, the voltage is not very stable. Okay, it can be recharged, no, for sure. So the answer is A, easy. 13. Now, this molecule is halogen. After do something, it become double bond. So all you should learn is the second step is dehydration. which is the only step you have ever learned to form double bond. Okay, so we need corn sulfuric acid, sure. But before dehydration, of course, we should change it into hydroxide first. So potassium hydroxide is a good choice. Okay, the answer is D. Wow. Question 14 is very complicated. Okay, let's see if we can have a easier approach. For this one, for part A, change to Cl, Br, F. This is the first step. Then we change it into second step. And then finally we got the third step. Okay, so these two are identical. Okay, these two are identical, so they are not identical molecules. Okay, this one and this one are not the identical molecules. Sorry for that. Okay, the second one is, okay, let's focus on this one. Okay, on the one hand is Br, good. We got CH3, this is CH3, good. Okay, another CH3, and finally C2H5. Okay, so they are same identical molecules. Looks good. Okay, the third one is, well, you can see actually they come from different alcohol and carboxylic acid. On the left hand side, this is propanoate, but on the right hand side is ethanoate. So sure, they will not be the same molecule. Well, finally, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if we check the longest carbon chain. We try to ignore the cis and trans first. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so in the third position there should be a methyl group. Let's see on this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, you can see for this one the longest carbon chain only contain 5 carbons, but this got 6 carbon. Okay, for the longest carbon chain, so sure they will not be the same molecule. Okay, so 14 should be B. It's a bit complicated. Okay, 15. How many structural isomer? Okay, C4H8 should be alkane or cycloalkane. Okay, alkene and cycloalkane. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3. This one. And how about cycloalkane? Like this, like this. Okay, there should be 5. Question 16. Bubble shows okay, there is a color change. Okay, so let's see. Ammonia, if bubble into sulfuric acid, sorry, this is neutralization, no color change. Propene and permanganate, well, yes. Carbon dioxide and colorless phenolphthalein, okay. Carbon dioxide will make the pH lower, but unluckily for the phenolphthalein, in acidic environment, okay, they will not show any color, so there won't be any color change. So the answer should be B. Okay, because phenolphthalein only give out color in alkaline condition. 17 about enantiomer is incorrect. Enantiomer, that means Muller image. There is at least one plane of symmetry in the molecule. No. For the characteristic of enantiomer is they do not have plane of symmetry. Okay. Second, they have same melting point. Yes. They can rotate the pink polarized light. Yes. Pair of enantiomer has same molecular formula. Sure. So the answer is A. Okay. Well, next one, 18, is possible monomer of polyester. For the polyester, that means they should have bi-functional group. Okay, they should have two functional groups within the single molecule. So 2 won't be the choice. Okay. So 1 and 3 is correct. Okay. Okay, some of you may wonder why for the choice 1, okay, both N are COOH. How can it be a polyester? Well, it depends on the question, because this is a possible monomer. Okay, we haven't mentioned where is the other monomer is, so it can still be a candidate. Question 19, common find in aspirin tablet. So this is a quiz for your memory, okay, because you should memorize the aspirin structure. Well, first, it contains a COOH group and benzene ring. Yes, all of them got it. And the second one, it contains an ester. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay, so if you wonder, you can double check. Okay, this is the aspirin. Okay, we got a COOH and a ester group. Question 20 about the Het1-in and hexen-1-no. Okay, yes, it's incorrect. So first, is it Het1-in can be obtained from the hexen-1-no? But the answer is yes. Part B, after reflux, can react with HBr while cannot? No. Actually, hexen-1-no can also react with HBr gas. Okay. C, both of them can be acidified. Yes. Het1-in can become a diol, while hexen-1-no become hexanoic acid. Part D, Het1-in can react with H2 in the presence of blood. Cannot. Sure, because the former one undergo hydrogenation. So the answer is B. Exothermic. Okay, exothermic. So let's see. First, neutralization. Sure. Okay, exothermic. The second one, well, have no idea. Let's check the third one first. Okay, the third one is displacement reaction. No, because you are going to use a less reactive metal Pb to obtain more reactive metal Mg. Is surely not exothermic. Okay, so let's check the answer. 1 is surely correct. That means either A or C, but 3 is surely not correct. So the answer will be A. Okay. In fact, okay, the breaking of H2O2 is actually endothermic. Okay, because we need a certain special condition to give out energy to the system to make it decompose. For example, light energy or heat energy to speed up the reaction. So the statement 2, the H2O2 is endothermic. 22 about this idea. So let's see the enthalpy change for the formation of H2O. Okay, if this is positive X, so the formation of H2O, one molecule should be first minus. Okay, the second one should be half. Well, this is correct. Okay, if 1 is correct, then 2 is surely wrong. The third one is the enthalpy change for the combustion of H2O. Okay, let's see. If the combustion, that means we should reverse the equation. That is minus, okay. But the combustion, the definition is 1 mole of substance is undergo complete combustion. So for this one, it should be x over 2. So this is not correct. So the answer is A only. 23. So which of them is endothermic? So melting of ice, sure. Cracking, sure. Okay. But the first one, formation of ammonia, is a bit tricky because you haven't learned it before. Okay. Yes, we break a strong triple bond, but at the same time we form 3 NH bond. So overall is exothermic. Okay. So the answer is D. Okay, even you have no idea what the formation of ammonia is, it get the D without any hesitate. 24. Give out the largest amount of heat. Okay, largest amount of heat. So compare 1 and 2. A and B. A will not be the answer because involve of weak acid, right? Okay, B. How about B and C? Well, if B and C, so B won't be the answer because C will form more neutralization. Okay, but how about C and D? Well, even though phosphoric acid is a tribasic acid, but you get only 1 mole of KOH. So the answer will be C. Give out the largest amount of heat energy because it undergoes most number of neutralization. 25. Is enthalpy change determined by indirect method? That means it cannot undergo in room condition. Well, let's see. First one, why not? We can do the displacement reaction, right? The second one, well, sorry, because normal case carbon will not form CO only, right? It forms CO2, so it is a bit tricky. And the C, combustion of methanol, sure, no problem. And the final one, neutralization, no problem. So the answer should be boy. 26. Well, enthalpy change. Okay, set to Y. Set to Y is this one. That means we need to do it in this way. Okay, first, set to X is opposite the arrow. This should be minus this one. Okay, minus this one. And next one, again, this is opposite direction. So this one. Then we follow the direction of arrow, so it's positive. Finally, we follow the arrow of this one. So again, this one. Okay, so the answer for 26 will be boy. Okay. '27. Wow. Again, we need to do some calculation. 5.4 gram of butanol. Okay, we get the molar mass. This amount of heat energy is released. So what is the enthalpy change for the combustion? Okay, so let's see the number of mole first. Okay, 3.4 over 72 is okay, or this amount of butanol can give you this amount of kilojoule. So the enthalpy change should be okay. Sure, this is endothermic, so minus, right? Like this. This should be minus 2680 kilojoule per mole. Well, the answer is dot. Okay. Next one, 28. Given that, okay, this amount, so what's the enthalpy change for the following reaction? So we need to do some calculation work. Oh, this one and this one looks like the same, right? So we can save a large amount of time. we just C2H5OH gas. Very good. This is delta H3. Okay, next we need to eliminate, okay, the gas ethanol. Okay, we try to eliminate. Okay, this one should be minus delta H2. Okay, and finally we should eliminate the H2O gas. Okay, this is free H2O gas to form free H2O liquid. So this one, it should be delta H1, but we need times 3. Okay, so the overall, we cross out, okay, use other color. We cross out this one, we cross out this one, is what we want. Yes, so the answer should be 3 delta H1 plus, oh sorry, not plus, but minus delta H2 plus delta H3. Okay, there should be A. (29) Which of the following chemical reaction is consistent with the above below graph? Okay, so what we can see is X is reactant to form Y and Z, because as a product they will become more and more. So with the same idea, the amount of X should be equals to amount of Z, so their mole ratio should be 1:1. Okay, but the 1x will generate 2y. Okay, so this is our answer, C, because this is from the mole ratio or concentration. Okay, 30. Okay, this is the reaction study. Okay, 0.1 mole of X2 was charged into a closed. Okay, this is the volume. Okay, so what is the average rate for the decomposition from starting from the first 60? Okay, this is 60 second, and the amount is, okay, so we need to spend some time. 0.055. It should be okay. So so what will be the average rate? So starting is okay, final minus initial, 60 plus 0. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one. Okay, minus is because it is decreasing. Okay, so let's change it into, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the answer should be B for the question 30. Okay, 31. Which of the following is not a proper reason for the application of catalyst? Okay, save time, sure. Reduce cost of production, yes. Increase the yield of product. Well, will we increase the yield? Seems not. It will speed up the reaction, but not increase or change the yield. Okay. Save use of fuel, yes, because save the amount of energy used. So the answer is C. Okay, the catalyst can speed up the reaction but will not affect the yield. Okay, especially for those reversible reactions. Okay, so next, which of the following acid will give the highest reaction rate? React with 1 gram of sodium hydroxide. Okay, highest reaction rate means it should be the highest concentration, right, of hydrogen ion. Okay, it has nothing to do with the volume, okay, because the reaction rate is another story, it's about the concentration only. Now, but it looks like this one, right, 0.5, but don't forget H2SO4 is a dibasic acid, so for this one it's just like 0.6 mHCl, so the answer should be this one. Again, the reaction rate is only depends on the concentration, but not depends on the volume. Okay. 33. The volume of 4.3 gram of, okay. So first let's see the number of mole. 14 plus 3 is about mole, and times the molar volume is 6.07 dm cube. So the answer should be boy. Okay. 34. At constant pressure, what is the maximum volume of NO can be produced from this amount of, okay, this amount is 14, this amount is 16, okay. So let's see which one will be the limiting reagent, okay. So if you study the volume ratio, okay, the volume ratio, the NH3 to O2 is, okay, the 14 to 16. Okay, let's have a calculator. Is 1 to 1.14. But if you study the mole ratio, it should be 4 to 5. This is 1 to 5. Okay, that means O2 actually is limited. Okay, O2 is limited. Okay, it should be more than 16 dm cube in order to completely react all the 14 dm cube of NH3. So in this case, we can expect, okay, the ratio, okay, the ratio will be, in case all 16 mole dm cube of O2 are reacted, the amount of NO formed will be 12.8 dm cube. Okay, this is all by mole ratio. Okay, so the answer will be A. This is NO volume. Okay. So question 35. At constant pressure, copper turn add to the silver nitrate. Yes, it will get displacement reaction. So what will be describe the change in mass? So of the system. So because this question is a bit tricky because change in mass, well, for the reaction system, the mass of the reaction system, but not the mass of solid, okay, but not the mass of solid. Yes, in case if you are measuring the solid mass, there will be change, but if you study the whole system, sorry, there won't be any change, right? Because nothing is added or removed from the system. So as I say, this question is a bit tricky. 36. Propanol can be obtained by the reaction between propanolic acid and lithium aluminum hydride. Really? I don't think so, because after the reduction from the propanolic acid, all you should get is propanol rather than propanol. The second one, propanolic acid can be reduced by blah, 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 blah. Yes, well, this is true. Okay, so the answer is C. And that's for the paper 1A. So feel free if you want to ask me any questions.